Alright, let's talk about the movie Bad Meat. This stars Dave Franco, Elizabeth Harnois, Jessica Parker Kennedy. It's about a group of delinquent teens who get sent to this reformatory type camp. They have to deal with really bad food, nasty therapists, a gross cook, and two counselors that just treat them terribly. It's a terrible place to be. Jessica Parker Kennedy plays a bitchy homophobic character. She doesn't like that one of her bunkmates might be a lesbian, and she doesn't get along with anyone in this little camp. And unfortunately for them, the staff eats some type of tainted meat and it makes them sick, and they start puking on each other and acting pretty much insane. And they become crazed and start going after the teenagers who have to try to defend themselves from these staff counselors and the cook who basically turn insane. Almost similar to like a flesh-crazed zombie, I guess you would say. One of the teens is kind of brainy, and the staff does kill a barking dog earlier in the movie, which is very disturbing. They beat it to death with a shovel, and one of the kids does this gross dissection of the dog's body and traces back the tainted meat somehow to the counselors who ate it. So this movie had a lot of production issues. Like halfway through the movie, the funding fell through. And because of that, the movie ends abruptly, and they had to go back and film like this framing device of one of the survivors is all wrapped up in bandages. You don't really see who it is. You get hints of who it might be. And it tries to like give the movie some type of closure, but it's really more confusing than anything. The movie's only about 82 minutes because they were so close to wrapping it up when the plug was pulled. Dave Franco doesn't have a ton of screen time. He's mostly locked in a box by the counselors, and he's terrified of closed spaces. So unfortunately, he just doesn't have a lot of screen time here. And he went on to say that this was the worst movie of his career. Ouch. But despite its shortcomings, I thought it was alright as a kind of over-the-top B-movie. You do get a lot of gross-out humor from the counselors and the staff after they eat the meat. They start to do weird sexual things to each other, puking and biting appendages off people. Just really gross and disgusting. If that's your type of thing, you'll probably enjoy this movie. I liked the cast of characters. They were believable in the first half of the movie. They all pretty much hated each other, except for Elizabeth Harnois' character. She's like the nicest one out of the bunch. And Dave Franco doesn't seem that mean either. But he ends up getting locked in the box because one of the other teenagers picks a fight with him, played by Taj More. I think that's how you say his name. So you have a lot of clashing attitudes in this movie, and they have to try to come together to try to survive this viral outbreak from the tainted meat. So this was on Pluto, Bad Meat, 2008, I believe, only 82 minutes. It suffered from a ton of production issues, so you can definitely see it when you watch the movie. But they tried to salvage what they could out of it, and it's okay. But you wonder how they would have wrapped it up if the funds hadn't fallen through. So let me know what you guys think of this movie, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching.